Hello trophy hunters, today we find ourselves in G-Police, an extremely classic PS1 combat flight simulator released all the way back in 1997. It's something I never got to experience. It was never borrowed from friends or ever rented from Blockbuster. So I've come into it this year completely fresh and ready to try for the Platinum Trophy. Stick around for inverted controls, explosions, futuristic cityscapes, and a killer soundtrack as we see how the hunt goes. So G-Police was known for its ambition and difficulty back in the day. It was praised for its 3D world, Blade Runner-like atmosphere, and the soundtrack I mentioned a little earlier. Thinking about what this game must have felt like in 1997 is mind-blowing to me. As I played through it to earn the Platinum, Aviator's Pride, I was constantly surprised by its depth, design, and playability. The trophy guide has this at a 3 out of 10 difficulty, and whilst features like save states and PlayStation Classic Rewind feature contribute to that score, I feel like it should be a little higher because of the learning curve it takes to control your vehicle. Mastering the game presents a real challenge. Flying a futuristic VTOL helicopter while keeping up with enemy ships and constantly dodging incoming fire isn't for everyone. The classic aviator controls where up is down and down is up can take some serious getting used to. Luckily, my experience with Colony Wars, another PS1 game, Jedi Starfighter, Elite Dangerous, especially Elite Dangerous, and killing my teammates over and over again in every battlefield whilst trying to transport them helped me get comfortable quickly. Beyond the challenge, you'll need an appreciation for the PS1 era graphics. They were amazing for the time, the 90s, but the younger trophy hunters might struggle with how this looks today. I personally find the graphics awesome and a technical marvel for their time. The models and the weapon effects really stand out to me. While the draw distance isn't great, the game includes an unexpected feature: its own graphics settings. I don't think I've ever found a PS1 game with PC-like options. You can tweak the view distance and the field of view to optimize the frame rate, which does make a huge difference. The more you can see, the better you can fly and the more targets you can get. So once you're comfortable with how the game looks and controls, you'll find that the trophy list is very accessible, with most of them unlocking naturally. There are only 23 trophies in total, including the Platinum. Tutorials are a great starting point in any game, especially a flight sim, plus there's a trophy for completing 5 of them. You'll likely grab a couple of others for finishing a secondary object and even maybe failing a mission here. The campaign features 35 missions where you'll earn the bulk of the trophies simply by progressing. 10 of them are unmissable. There's one awarded every 5 missions and a couple of boss trophies thrown in.
Control to Alpha Wing. Ground Team Epsilon have been eliminated. Over.
The other 9 are miscellaneous, but are easily earned throughout the 35 missions. Expect to restart missions frequently, even with the rewind feature. Protection and escort objectives are common, and failing to prioritize threats properly can lead to instant failure. A rewind helps when you misjudge a situation, but sometimes a full restart will be necessary. Surprisingly, I found escort and protection missions enjoyable. Instead of being frustrating, they made me feel integral to the survival of the squad cars and APCs rolling over dark bridges and cruising through futuristic cityscapes. The game's atmosphere is fantastic. There's a constant tension in the quieter moments, as if an enemy ambush could happen at any time. The combat is also fantastic. It's fast, frantic, strategic, and calculated. Enemy gunships require precision and quick weapon switching to avoid running out of ammo, and for using the right weapon for the correct target. Only the default cannons have infinity ammo, but do feature a cooldown, making them something you can rely on, but somewhat underpowered, especially against tankier foes like bombers and freighters. And the weapon variety is one of the game's highlights for sure. You get homing rockets with different variations that lock on and follow targets. Powerful lasers that must be manually aimed but are super powerful. Even a new gunship with dual cannons and dual lasers make an appearance later. Then there's the plasma cannon, and it's very slow to charge, don't get me wrong, but it delivers such a devastating punch. A fully charged plasma cannon will blow up most targets in a single hit. But my favourite weapon were the starburst missiles. They fire multiple smaller missiles that laser onto the target within range. It's a visually stunning attack. You'll get to use all of these weapons throughout the missions, where hopefully you'll be earning the miscellaneous trophies as you go. Beyond story progression, there are a few notable ones. There's gold trophies, one each for killing 25 civilian, Krakow and Nanosoft faction targets, which is very easy to earn as these are the main enemies of the game. Old-fashioned pilot for using only the cannon in any mission, which is best done early on, but can really be achieved in any mission that you're comfortable with.
Control to Alpha Wing. Ground Team Epsilon have been eliminated. Over.
Then there's Sharpshooter for finishing a mission with 70% accuracy or higher. Mission 10 worked well for me as it features a single large gunboat as a target. Fully Loaded is a trophy for rearming 3 times in a single mission. This one confused me because there were never more than 1 or 2 rearm stations on the map. But in mission 30, there's an objective where you must pick up bombs and destroy a target. You get 3 chances to hit that target. So intentionally missing twice and picking up 3 bombs awarded me this trophy. I managed to earn the platinum with my last trophy being the mission 35 completion. No new game plus, no second playthrough, and no trophy cleanup afterward. It was a nice change of pace to have a fun, classic game that only needed my attention for a single playthrough. Even with save states and the rewind feature, flying a futuristic helicopter effectively makes this a 5 out of 10 difficulty. It is a straightforward list, but the learning curve for flight mechanics adds extra difficulty for sure. I found the mission variety made the game really difficult too. Sometimes you're escorting squads, protecting buildings, destroying stuff. There was even a mission with a train that I remember you had to disable it with EMPs, pick up the bombs and chuck them down a valley to get rid of the threat. That one has stuck with me for sure. Despite never having played G-Police before, I now feel like I missed out from when I was younger. I had no idea the developers later made Colony Wars, a game series I really loved back then. It's basically G-Police in actual space rather than the cities and domes on a planetary surface, so it's no wonder I enjoyed this one so much. If you're up for a rewarding challenge and a slice of PS1 history, I highly recommend giving G-Police a go. It took me about 15 hours and the platinum ended up quite rare, 8.35%. So if you guys give it a go, let me know how you got along. But that's it for now, my Blade Runner infused futuristic friends. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe for more trophy hunting and PS1 goodness and whatever else I decide to play. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.